Yo, what is up guys? Slash Gaming back with another Ironman episode. So in the previous episode we left it off at Astrub after completing all of the Incarnum quests and the dungeon. So the first thing that I did when I entered the Astrub, I started just hunting peewees. Like everyone basically does for the first time when they enter Astrub. I had to upgrade my sets before I continued questing. So that's what I did. I grinded the PVs, all of them, and I decided to make my Sacri a chance. The Shrem was gonna be Strength, Aniripsa Intelligence, and the Xelor was, I think, also Strength for the time being. Later on, I will make the Xelor Strength Agility because of the Telefrag spells, which will make it a lot easier. So I think it took about 30 minutes maybe grinding PVs in order to get all of the equipment that I needed. And yeah, so here in the background you can see me trade and finish up my sets. I think Aniripsa was also a chance at this point still. Later on I will switch to intelligence because I kind of need the healing. So yeah.
Nice.
Alright, so here in the background, I started doing the class quest actually. So because the class quests are different for each class, I had to do them one by one. So yeah, I started out with the Aniripsa. And yeah, I had to fight some of the mobs, talk to some NPCs. To be honest, these quests aren't too special, but yeah, you can see in the background I'm completing these. So, for the future videos, they are of course a lot more fun to watch. Like, these first couple of videos are basically all of the Incarnum quest, the Astrub quest. I am going to do some grinding to get new sets. In the next video, I think, let me actually check what is going on in the next video. So for the next video I am going to do some side quests of the Astrub and going to do some of the dungeons, Sunflower and Gobble Dungeon, and I'm gonna get to level 40, so, and also farm a new set. So the next videos are going to be a little bit more interesting. This was just kind of a filler episode because I thought it was needed to include this in the Ironman series because it's basically me completing the what's it called, the Silver DOFUS, which is of course part of the main questline, and this questline is needed if I want to continue later on with the other DOFUS quests like the Emerald, Crimson and all those DOFUSes. These main quests are part of that, so it is a requirement, and like I explained in the first video where I went over everything that I was going to share to you guys, I am going to include all of the main quests, so that includes the boring Astrub quests as well. But yeah, starting from next episode, it's going to be more interesting to watch. These quests aren't too bad. So later on here, you can see that I got to level 30, 31. So leveling is going to be quite quick here at this point. I think at this point I still haven't gotten my guild XP to 90%. I still am leveling normally, but after previous video I accepted all of my achievements and I got to level 28, right? So I think at this point I decided to not accept any of the achievements anymore unless I needed to get to a certain threshold, as you will see in the next video where I reach level 40. But so far I am not going to do that, so I'm just slowly leveling. And later on, after level 40, 50, I think at level 50, somewhere around that point, I will start to put 90% to the guild. Because when I'm farming for new sets, I'm just leveling way too quick. Also, these dungeon quest lines that I will be starting later, they give like 250,000 XP for each dungeon that you do, which is almost an entire level. So I had to put 90% guild XP. So next up we have the Uprising Damp quest. Here I go back to playing with 4 characters instead of doing them one by one. Now the Uprising Damp quest, I had to start out farming some of the rats underground, which this is pretty tough if you are in Pee-wee sets, if you ask me. So yeah, I managed to beat this, but it wasn't easy at all. And later on, there's another quest where I had to fight some of the rats, and I actually had to upgrade my sets to a double set in order to even beat this. This was impossible. But this quest was still doable because I was allowed to use all of my characters for this fight. But later on, there are some solo fights that are just way too hard. For the Uprising Dam quest, it's the quest where you have to go into this cave in the quarry of Astrub on the right side, and there's a fight as well there against a group of like 8 of these mobs. But it is quite easy. Even if you die, you are accompanied by I think it's a squirrel, and that one can basically one-shot multiple of the enemies in every couple of turns, I think. Also, when I finish the Astrub main quest, after that I am not going to quest much more, because the next main quests that I need are way higher level. So I am going to continue grinding for new equipments, going to do dungeon achievements, and other than that there's not much more questing other than this video and the next video, a little bit more questing. But yeah, so far so good. So here you can see the mobs just getting annihilated by the squirrel. It is really easy. Only Shrem struggled a little bit. I think I had to redo the fight on the Shrem or on the Annie. I think on one of the characters I had to redo the fight because I miscalculated. But even if you die, I think the squirrel can still one-shot the enemies. And it also kind of depends a little bit on your starting positions. But yeah, Sacrier is just super easy because yeah, it has so much AoE. And once you complete this fight, you can complete the quest line, and you are one step closer to the Silver DOFUS. Alright, next up we have the Forest Walk, is the final main quest of Astrub. And once you complete this, you complete the achievement for the Astrub main quest. That doesn't give you the Silver DOFUS yet. You still have to do all of these side quests, which are kind of a lot. And I've noticed that these side quests are much harder than the main quests, which is pretty odd in my opinion. But yeah, these main quests were super easy. And in the next video, I'm going to do some of these side quests. I haven't recorded all of them because I'm mainly recording the main quest, like I explained in the introduction video. But there are some interesting fights, especially versus the Cannagers, I think, which I did record, and I will share you guys in that video. Yeah, other than that, I want to thank you guys for watching this video. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Take care, have a great day, and see ya.